Well, as you can see, it's an absolutely gorgeous morning in On's garden. We're going to be going outside today as the sun's shining, and we're going to be taking a look at chopping back the wisteria. So let's take a look outside, see what we're dealing with. Don't you just love these mornings? Who wants to be in bed at this time in the morning? Not me, that's for sure. Okay, so here's the wisteria. There's the seed pods. Quite a big job. So like I say, it's a lovely morning today, and yeah, good time to chop the wisteria back. It's September the 22nd, the wisteria's all finished its growing. It's kind of got absorbed all the sunshine it can absorb, and ready for next year. And it's time to start chopping back them long tendrils back to about 2 buds. It's also important to stay hydrated, so I'm just going to squeeze down a drink of water, and then we'll get out there, get the ladder up, and start probably with the easy bit at the back to start with, because that's the easy bit to get to. Work our way around to the front, which is the most difficult, and probably the most difficult bit is off the top of the long ladder, and it's quite hard around the front because there's nowhere to put the ladder really that's very stable, so I've just got to be a bit careful when I put the ladder up. There's also this little side garden where I grow my veg, and that at the minute is a bit cluttered and it's full of stuff, so I need to move some stuff out in order to get around the wisteria there and clean it out. But yeah, join me as I go along and chop back the wisteria tendrils back to 2 buds, and let's crack on. So, cheers. Lovely. Right, so while we're here, let's just talk about what we've done so far. So far, we've been up the ladder, we've chopped the back off, we've started around the side. It's important to get a rest and get a break every now and again. Tea, which is delicious. But let me tell you about what I'm doing up there. So, when I'm actually chopping wisteria, this is what it looks like. And it's got these seed pods on them. These seed pods are really heavy and it kind of weighs the branch down. It can pull the branch down off the wall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop these, and I'm going to chop a couple of buds up on the stem. I'm just going to chop it off there. You don't have to be too precious about it. You can chop back to one bud, that's fine. Another one there, look. And the whole idea of this, chop, chop, chop. The whole idea of this is to get one long branch going along the wall and lots of little short branches with a couple of buds on, and those will turn into the flowers next year before it grows again. So that's the idea. There's also a couple of things I noticed while I was up on top of the ladder. So if you look at the wisteria, of course winds around all the cables, so it can pull cables off the wall. And also, so you should tie it to a bit of wire going along the wall and try and keep it away from cables if you can. The other thing is when it grows up, the long tendrils, they poke in everywhere and they go literally everywhere on the wall. And what they do on mine, because I've got a couple of gaps between the cement and the roof tiles, is that they go between the gaps in the roof tiles and they try to grow inside the roof. So what I'm trying to do at the top of the wall is just to chop anything that's going upwards that's close to the roof tiles, just chop them back. Even chop them back totally so they don't grow again on that stalk and they grow somewhere else. Because in that way, you know, we're preventing those tendrils crawling into the roof space and growing in there, which we don't want. So yeah, one more final thing. So last year I was chopping a wisteria back and I didn't have gloves on and there's a wasp there and the wasp actually stung my hand. So probably a good idea to wear gloves. I should have worn them this year, but I haven't done yet. I'll put them on the next time I go out after my tea break. But 1 minute. Delish. Yeah, so gloves, should wear gloves really, because you don't know, there could be wasps sitting on the leaves just resting away in the sunshine. And then you grab a leaf and you get stung by a wasp, which is not very nice. There's also lots of snails up there, believe it or not. Snails like to climb up to the top of the wisteria. They're fine, they can just go flying across the way there, they'll be fine. And oh, there's a wasp in there as well, buzzing around in the kitchen, which I'll have to let out at some point. Anyway, so I'm going to get back out in a minute. I've just got to finish this cup of tea. And we'll crack on with the rest of the side. And like I say, trying to get one single branch going across the wall. Maybe 2 branches, but like parallel branches that go across the wall, so you've got the little stubs coming off them. And then we're going to work our way around to the front, which is going to be the hard bit, and also on the side garden, which is easy to reach and easy to chop back, but there's lots of branches there, and that's where the actual main trunk of the tree is. And off the main trunk of the tree, there are loads of tendrils going out in all different directions, so we need to sort those out as well so they don't grow. In fact, one of them's gone down and it's gone underneath my shed and it's popped out the other side of the shed. So I need to chop them all back from the source, then they'll be fine. So let me get this wasp outside and carry on, crack on, drink the tea, then we'll go outside and we'll finish the job. Okay. So yeah, that's all done. All that's left to do really tomorrow is to take all that stuff down to the tip, see if I can get rid of some of them leaves. It looks like it's going to be a few journeys with the little car that I've got, because there's an awful lot of leaves left over, and I just haven't got the compost space to put them in. So I'll take those down tomorrow, and yeah, thanks for joining. And if you want to see the video where it's growing and I explain a bit about the wisteria, check out the link in the description, and also check out my other videos on Garden. And hopefully we'll see you soon. Thank you very much. Goodbye.